Well, there's been sort of an onslaught of romantic comedies with large black casts that are kind of really exciting. Especially for me, I'm a huge romantic comedy fan.
Me too.
You know, and as a kid, I was growing up and I just imagined all these wonderful things, and I feel like so many of them are happening right now because of, you know, this revolution that's kind of happening. I want to know what it feels like to be a part of all this, because to me it just seems really exciting and fun, and like these casts have to be amazing to be a part of it. So that's my question.
It feels great, right? It feels great.
Justice League.
Justice League, word.
It's Justice League of romantic comedies.
Yeah.
I think it's great. David Talbot hit on the fact that when he was, you know, developing it, designing it, he was hoping that the love came back to the cinema because there had been a distance, you know, as far as romantic comedies on screen.
Yeah.
So I'm loving the fact that people are responding.
Do you think that the distance on screen is sort of reflecting what's happening in society? Are we losing our sense of romance?
That's a good.
I think all of that plays a role.
So.
Yeah.
Certainly in this part of the world, you know, again, we all travel extensively, and he's a European. I don't know what I am, but anyways, I'm all over the place. But no, listen, we've seen different culture evolve differently and deal with the love and you know, the attributes of love differently. And yeah, but it's the environment here that does not cater to. I mean, the life we live. It's a fast-paced life, and so unfortunately, it leaves you know. Doesn't leave
like
room for connection and and to have proper connection you need time, and there's a lack of time, and the time is devoted to making money, making this.
All of these gentlemen here, including myself, when we were 16 years old, if we met a young lady we liked, whether it was at the mall or at school or whatever, you had to walk up to her and talk to her. At the very most, maybe you sent a friend over or sent a note over, but you had to physically get out of your comfort zone in order to talk to her, right? Now it's just such a different society.
Buttons.
You press, you know, you befriend her on Twitter, or you like her picture on Instagram or Facebook, and you lose some of that romance. So I do, you know, agree that it is a very different world when it comes to love and how people interact and communicate with each other.
I know that men oftentimes get sort of the blame for that, but I'm curious, like, do you feel like you guys want to be romantic, or you know,
absolutely.
like,
Absolutely, sure.
So-
I think that's a misconception.
I think so too.
Some of us
Talk to me
fight
about
it.
that.
Some of us fight it, but we absolutely are. Right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
But
Like,
it's
just waiting
also
for an
the
opportunity to be
misconception that it's a
romantic?
misconception that guys are not vulnerable and guys are not romantic, and it's absolutely not true. And I think that's a myth that needs
And
to
I
be
think-
what is it, dispelled?
And maybe
Because-
I feel like women makes us a little senseless as well. I mean, when you demand so much and you're bringing very little to the table, I mean, come on.
So what can women do? What can women do to inspire men to be more romantic in this day and age?
Understand your limitations.
There's a question.
Jaimin said, understand your limitations. That's what Jaimin said.
That's what Jaimin said?
You know what every woman do?
What could every woman do?
Take your man to see Baggage Claim.
Speaking of which,
All
this is a
right.
fabulous movie. Each of you have wonderful roles. I loved
you.
yours. You actually, David Talbot gets to his wife makes a cameo with you.
That's right.
Oh, talk to me about like working with David's wife.
Well, David and I, we were on the boat when I was shooting the love scene with Paula, and one of the questions he asked me was like, so how does Nicole feel when you make out with Paula Patton? And I told him, well, first of all, Nicole has made out with Jaimin, Tate, Denzel Washington, and everybody. And then secondly, you'll see. So the next day, we filmed the scene where I make out with his wife, who does a cameo as my wife in the movie. So I went back to the chair and said, how do you feel?
How do you feel? And what he said?
He started strangling me. So yeah, he got a little taste of what it's like when your spouse makes out with somebody on screen.
Derek, I haven't heard much from you. I want to hear what you want people to take away from this film, because you got a wonderful pivotal role in this film.
I like William because William is about commitment, and I think everybody loves commitment. I think commitment is sexy, and sometimes you don't know who to commit to. So I think William represents I could be or he could be your around the corner or your next door neighbor.
I like that.
Yeah.
Me too.
All right.
Keep hope alive.
Keep hope alive and go see Baggage Claim.
There we
All
go,
right.
baby.